He's gonna get him from. Ah! Jeez! Oh! Dude! Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra and this is Ken.
Hi.
And Panda. And Duke.
It's like reactor, like, do not do one, do not show your cat.
Well, he's always here. You never know what he's going to do.
Big kitty.
Anyway, we're on Last Kingdom and we're going to double up on them for the next few weeks until The Mandalorian comes out. Then we'll be back to single episodes. So last week we saw the horror of Uhtred being a slave, and poor Helig died.
Yeah, Helig. He tried really hard. He wasn't, much of a warrior, but he tried, and in the end, he died horribly, being keel-hauled under the Viking ship.
That was awful.
That was pretty horrifying.
So he and Finny, is it Finnan? Yeah, Finnan.
Yeah.
And Uhtred tried to escape, and the only one who got punished was Helig.
Yeah.
He got strapped to the front of his ship.
Stuck with an arrow first, and then he got keel-hauled on the Viking Nor. That wasn't very nice.
No, it was horrible. And Uhtred was crying because he could hear him screaming as he was dying. It was horrible. Uhtred kind of lost his will to live after that. And he was getting sold at the next slave market when two competing forces came in. Sven wanted to basically kill him, so he was acting all
easy because he's weak.
But then out of nowhere comes Ragnar, and Sven runs like the chicken he is. So then the slave guy got Finnan, just gave it to him and killed him. All the slaves were set free. But Hild had to kind of wake Uhtred up because Uhtred was really not there. He was really gone.
And so she reached into his soul and spoke to his history as king and Bebenberg and this kind of thing. And his like
Lord of Bebenberg.
lordly manner and stuff like that. So, that's something that it was a pretty touching scene on the whole, that.
Yeah, I like that scene.
Yeah.
It was a good scene. And, and then Ragnar was like, boom, because they had to go get Gisela because Uhtred had yet another woman on the string.
Yep.
So Gisela had run to a nunnery because her brother was being more stupid, and the abbot wanted to give her to Uhtred's uncle, who was not keen on her till he found out Uhtred loved her, and then he was all like,
I'll
up
take
in
her,
that.
and then he's gonna make her life miserable. Right?
Yep. And so that was, the abbot got killed. Yay.
Yeah, Uhtred got egged on by the abbot, and
so
he got stabbed.
Well, Uhtred went up to the abbot and like Mace, this is say it again.
Yeah, well,
and then he stabbed him.
And the abbot kind of, believed his, holy role would kind of protect him, but didn't realize who he was actually dealing with here. And so, that he ended up getting stabbed dead.
So
and nobody cried.
Well, yeah, and then at the very end, Uhtred had Gisela and all this stuff, but Alfred was like, well, someone has to pay for the abbot's death. You can't just walk away from that.
So Ragnar, you're it.
Yeah, Ragnar's going to go to trial, and Uhtred's like, what?
What? Oh, but if you join me and serve me, then maybe I can let Ragnar go. Oh!
Yeah, back in you go to the service of Alfred.
Into the Alfred zone.
Who's a smart keener, trying to give his daughter away to pretty boy from Rain, Toby Regbo, who is playing Ethelred, and we'll see what happens there.
And, who seems uninterested in women, according to Sandra.
I don't think he's into women. I'm just gonna put that out there. And then of course Hild's problem with Uhtred killing the abbot. That might not sit with her.
Yeah, it's gonna come back, I'm sure, but she was able to put it aside, and in some
we never saw her put it aside.
And I think she seems Yeah, it's probably
Wow.
going to surface again. It's one of these things that, it's a dark night of the soul kind of moment there, where your core beliefs are in tension with one another. Because their core belief in Uhtred and their core belief in the church is their intention now as a result of that action.
Man. And no one stole Cuthbert. This is still
Yeah,
a problem
right.
for me. Go back and steal Cuthbert, give him to Alfred. That would make up for killing the abbot. He'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, I have a saint, a full saint.
The whole saint, not just parts.
Well, people had his teeth. Wasn't his teeth delivered to Alfred? Someone gave him
Yeah, he had a
some
couple people.
teeth.
Yeah, I mean, we have this whole idea of the sale of holy relics is a well known con man scam that was going on at this time and all the way through the Middle
How
Ages.
dare you?
Yeah, there were lots of these supposed
Dare you
saint
say
parts
that?
and parts of the original Holy Cross and the Spear of Destiny and all this kind of stuff. It was all just scams to bilk people out of money and that kind of thing. It was well known at the time. It's Chaucer refers to it.
Let's look at what people said from last week. Okay, yeah, we just did
We
that.
just did it.
ADJ, yeah. I don't think we didn't mention at the end, but I thought I left a scene in of Hilda and Uhtred in the Field of Gold. Um, we really liked that scene. It wasn't that we didn't like it or think it was really good.
Yeah.
It was a long one, and this episode in particular, I had to cut a lot from. I could only put 10 minutes of footage in, and I found I had to go back and cut and splice quite a lot. So I tried to keep in the very best reaction pieces I could. But I agree, it would have been nice to kept in Hilden Uhtred's scene. I think I put in a small bit just because I really liked it, but I'm not remembering.
Yeah, it's always the copyright airstrike.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Last Kingdom I get copyrighted on almost every single episode. Um and then they let me out like as soon as they realize it's a reaction video, but it always puts me a couple days behind. Is that Rob Rob Max? Yeah, it's hard not to binge it after every episode. I'm like, I want to see the next episode. But fortunately for us, we're very tired at night, so we stop watching, and then I have to edit everything. So yeah, we just don't have the time. In the summer, we have more time, and then right now it's just insane with our jobs. So I've had to cut it back to 2 episodes of a show a week. That's how crazy it is. But thank you. Yeah, watching that was very emotional. And White Witch 110 is actually my Aunt Karen. So hi Aunt Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
I think you still have more subscribers than me, but I am liking that I'm adding new people, and I think that once Mandalorian is on the channel, it will go up even more.
Does Karen do reaction videos too?
Yeah, she has no, she has her own channel, White Witch 110. Let us get to the show.
Winchester.
Yep. He's not allowed to go anywhere else.
Dirty fingernails. Where's he sending her off to?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Where's she going?
I've sworn to Alfred that Guthred will not be harmed.
Yeah, considering he already wasted the abbot, it would be kind of like, not particularly going to finish the job off here. And,
I want to go with you.
Guthred made you a slave. And by swearing to Alfred, you remain a slave.
Let's just save you, Ragnar.
He turned his attention to Beocca and indeed to Northumbria as a whole. Then Stiapa is under instruction to kill him.
Dang!
But no army of any size can breach this fortress.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
And Ragnor wishes to kill me.
Which it is.
They can die trying out my gates.
Yep.
Tell her she need not feed her hounds.
I have no brother.
What?
I have no brother. Get out.
Why is she saying that? Does she blame them for not coming to find her, maybe? Yeah. Who's that? Oh no, the chick was not sleeping. Damn it. Take it down by the lady. Oh, ow, ow. Don't bite me. Oh, that's gross. Don't do that. Bad. Oh no.
You could have, like...
God. Yeah, I do.
What's the plan? You don't like me?
Think of this racket, it'd be like
Jeez.
bringing some people around.
You would think so. Oh! Somebody's gonna get him from... Ah! Jeez! Oh! Dude!
Oh, you can see that.
I swear that I will kill you, Uhtred Ragnor. This is not finished. I see you are a funny man.
Damn! Cauterize that wound! Hi! Guess what?
I got something for you for dinner.
I'm back. Dang!
So I ask Guthred, or I shall kill you.
He does not know what he says, Lord. No.
Dang!
No. I will kill you and take every consequence.
What are you doing, little man? Staring at the hand in your food. Ew. God, every time there's a hand involved with these people.
I spared your life.
Uhtred. No.
I still consider you my greatest friend.
Really? Because that was kind of rude what you did to him. Hey, we're here. Last time I was here, I left you some heads on pikes. I'm back.
We will be theirs to slaughter.
So instead of burning ships, he's gonna like sneak in the fortress and open the gates.
Oh, hey, there's that Chapel guy. No, he loves that guy. Is it Ethelwald? That's Ethelwald, isn't it? Yeah. Who flattens him again?
He's back Spider-Man. He's doing a reverse Spider-Man on the wall there.
Ragnar? The signal.
Begins.
Wasn't a very, like, stealth signal. Like, light up the sky with your...
Well, it doesn't make a lot of noise.
Jumping in! Pacha! Yeah. Sorry, ladies. Move out of my way.
Ooh, Beocca's flying.
Yeah, Beocca came down like a bat. Damn, who was that? Oh, I thought that was Uhtred that was getting his butt kicked there. Ah! Dang it, no. They're backing up. Woohoo! I love that. Oh no! One dude gone. No, you gotta stay. Stay together.
Oh, they are gonna
Don't
kill
let
some
him go
people.
any... Yeah, I know. Come on, get in there for God's sakes. You have to do some... Oh no! Spears. Oh God. I do not enjoy this. This is scaring me. Yeah, good. But that's what they were hoping to do, is distract them. No, no! No! Oh God, oh God, oh
What are
God.
these guys made of gasoline?
What the
Jeez.
heck? Well, they have so much sweat, they just light on fire.
When we attack, stay up. I know, Lord. To the gate.
Good job, Hill.
Go, Hild! He's like, did a woman just kill me? Hild! Turn around! Hild! Oh, yes! Okay, we're in from, but we got a dude on us. Okay, that's not good. Dang it. Yup, guess what? We're in here. Oh, look at Sven freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, dang it, who left me on top of this thing? I'm not in charge. Oh, but I can't. It can't be done. I got more stuff to kill.
Get the gate!
Steepa, Jesus, open the gate. God dang it. Oh, there we go.
Look out!
Here it comes. Steepa! You did it. Oh, Choppa, don't expose yourself like that, yo. Sven's like, oh no! I have to go pee myself.
I am crapping my pants.
Basically.
Wow, back to what?
Look at that. No, no, no.
I think Sven's going to get eaten by the dogs. This is going to be a Game of Thrones moment.
I hope so. She's got red hair just like Sansa. And the dogs, we didn't feed them. Holy crap! Oh! Oh, he is dead.
He's so very dead.
Oh, Kjartan. I don't like this idea.
No, it's never a good idea to, like, decide a battle on single combat.
No, it shouldn't. No, 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 no! Watch out for his other hand. No.
We're not going to let you go to Valhalla with your sword.
You killed my father. Prepare to die. Okay, that's enough, Ragnar. Okay, we go. Oh my god. You killed everybody. No, no, Ragnar, come on. No, that's it. Uh-oh.
You left me.
Oh, see?
Both of you. You left me.
Do I know? I swear we didn't know you were alive.
The price for my life is yours.
No. Tora, I forbid it.
Oh, Jesus.
Must be Wessex, so stay up. I will have instruction to kill him.
Good. I'm glad you know that. Aw. You're the best, Beocca. You gotta help her. She is really damaged.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Uhtred, he saved me once.
All right.
Well, that was pretty intense, huh, Panda?
That was intense. Like, it kills me that it was only episode 4, because it feels like so much has happened, like, already. So, yeah. So, Alfred made Uhtred go north to help Guthred, which nobody really wanted to.
Because he's a turd king.
He forbade him from killing him. He couldn't do that. He had to use him to take back, well, not take back York because it's already Guthred's, but
just to unify
get rid of
Northumbria
Eric and Siegfried, who were continued to pillage around there.
Yeah.
And then in the same time go over to Kjartan's little fortress and free Tira from the insanity.
And doing Kjartan.
Yeah, and doing Kjartan, which Alfred was cool with. He was cool with the whole thing.
Oh, why would he not be? I mean, Kjartan is a deadly threat in the north to unifying the north under a puppet king, which would serve Alfred's needs quite effectively.
But I think the only thing that he didn't want to do was to go to Bebbanburg.
Well, he doesn't want him to take, obviously to take power and consolidate power in the north and turn Northumbria into a threat to Wessex. Obviously.
Yeah. So he told his dude Stiepa to kill Uhtred if he tried that. If he tried to, grab power, but of course he didn't, because one, he figured that out, and he went back to Wessex because, well, Ragnar was giving him a hard time, telling him, well, you're just a slave. Why'd you do that? But Uhtred never told him that the reason he did it was to save Ragnar. So that was a secret. So he married Gisela. Beocca married them privately. Our Alfred sent Ethelwald with them.
Which is always hilarious.
Ethelwald was, he's so weird because he was actually very handy.
He was, because he actually did realize, like, he could push through the, barbarian kind of, blunt force trauma thinking and kind of point out how a king would think.
Yeah.
And he identified the tent in which, Siegfried and Eric would likely house themselves, because that's at the center of the camp with all the warriors surrounding them. And, so he was sort of, he does show little flashes every once in a while of, capacity and capability beyond just being a clown.
And that's interesting because it feels to me like Alfred is purposely trying to make Ethelwald more responsible.
Well, yeah, I think of course he is.
Like, even though we don't know, like, Alfred had a son. Where's his son? All we see is his daughter. His son was saved in one season from being so sick. Where's the son now? Does he not have a son? Is it Ethelwald that we will... I'm not playing this game.
Stop it, dude.
Is it Ethelwald that he's kind of like, what if my son doesn't make it and I'm left with Ethelwald? I need to train him to be less of a little jerk and more of a king. So I think that's what he's kind of doing. And so there was some interesting moments when, one, they went to get Uhtred walked by the sleeping woman in the tent and should have just sliced her, because she sounded the alarm and Siegfried started to battle. And
it's kind of surprising that, all the smashing and bashing in the tent of the king didn't wake everybody else up in the camp and bring them around. In fact, the woman had to run out and yell raiders before they all kind of decided they'd get out of bed.
Well, were they so drunk that passed out that they didn't know? So Siegfried lost a hand there.
He did. He lost
and he
his
was
hand.
not happy about it. Yeah, and of course, they took the hand to Guthred and threw it into his dinner and made him promise to give them men so they could go attack Kjartan.
Well, Roy saved him first.
Who saved? Oh, what? Oh, Siegfried and Roy. Yeah, Eric did bargain for Siegfried's life. Yeah. Uhtred said they had to leave in the ships. And they were like, yeah, whatever. We'll do that. And it was interesting to me that Guthred asked them if they were alive or not.
Yeah,
and Uhtred didn't answer that question.
That's an interesting mirror to the conversation that he had with Jackass of Bebbanburg.
Yes, with that uncle. And then he also told Uhtred, I was supposed to cut your head off, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And,
I'm a swell guy. I only sold you into slavery.
You're my best friend. I betrayed you. But yeah, you did. And
I'll give Guthred credit. Like, at least the guy acknowledged that his own actions. Like, this is the thing about people in power in this world, and frankly in all of them, is that they're very reluctant to sort of admit error or admit a mistake or own up to their own misguided actions. At least he was honest with Uhtred about what he had done and why he'd done it, and that's a very rare thing in this world. Leaders here do not display weakness in any way, shape, or form. So that was interesting. And honesty is seen as a weakness.
So they went to Kjartan's, and they had a really good plan, actually. And it worked, and they got in, and little did they know Thyra was out of her cage, and Kjartan had told Thyra not to feed her dogs. And that was because he thought he'd win and he could feed
some prisoners to the dogs and amuse himself.
But Thyra fed Sven to the dogs.
Yeah, which was pretty awesome and
Game of
well
Thrones.
deserved. Yeah, that was pretty much a Game of Thrones moment right there.
It was, except that Sven is the absolute opposite of Ramsay.
Oh yeah,
Because Ramsay was just ruthless.
Yeah, Ramsay was brutal. He was
Sven
more like
was a
Kjartan in this case.
Kjartan saw his son get totally eaten by dogs, and he like lost it, and then he decides to. They're beaten, so he challenges Ragnar, and Ragnar says,
Single combat, and like that was pretty scary because I mean, like, it's not a good idea to sort of decide a battle that's already decided with single combat.
No.
You know, that usually doesn't end well.
And Ragnar did not give him Valhalla, did not give him sword. He chopped him up till there was nothing left of him. I swear he made like little kebab pieces of Kjartan, because he went at Kjartan.
And he sent him to hell.
Oh my god. And he was pretty upset. And then Tira comes out, and she's mad at them because she's not in her right mind, but she felt that they should have come for her.
She's been brutalized for 20 years here.
Well, it hasn't been 20 years. But she's very, very damaged, and she was mad at both of them, and she wanted her dogs to attack them because they were just as bad as the people who made her into a whore, she said, because they didn't come get her. But legit, they didn't know she was alive.
And when they did, they weren't in a position to come and challenge this massive Helm's Deep here that is this fortress.
And so the only one that got through to her was Beocca. He stepped in front of her and her dogs.
Yeah, and made her stop.
And just blunt face calmed her right in the face. Like, everything about Beocca was just calm.
Serene and
completely serene, because she needed that. And he was like, I'm a friend, I'm safe, I will help you. And she just didn't quite know what to do with that. And then he visited her in her cage and said, you are free, and this is Ragnar's house, and I'm a friend, and I just wanted to tell you that Uhtred they've been looking for you for a long time. And she remembered Uhtred saving her from Sven. And he said, yeah, that sounds like something Uhtred would do. And then Beocca kind of broke her down, so she was able to take the ride with Hild on the way back. I think Tira is going to be a nun. I think that's going to be what happens to her in the end, because Beocca kind of told her that she was so strong that was God-given to her, and that she had survived something most people couldn't do. So he was kind of in awe of actually what she had done and survived, because it was brutal. And Kjartan made a big deal out of it too. He was telling Ragnar how awful they'd been to Tira.
Yeah, and he even said they had to tie her down because she was still fighting. Like, she's still fighting.
She's still fighting, and Sven was trying to make up for the awfulness because he wanted her to love him. And that was never going to happen, because you stole her, and even if you'd be nice to her, she's being destroyed by her father on a constant basis.
And she's not going to forget that essentially, in the end, you tried to rape her when she was a little girl.
Yeah, you ripped her clothes off when she was little, and that's why this whole thing started, because you were a little pervert boy, and Uhtred smacked you around, and then Ragnar Sr. said, why is this going on? Why would you do that? And Tira said he was saving me from Sven. And Ragnar was not cool with that when he found out what happened to her.
Off to Kjartan's house
and started the whole thing. Sven's eyeball got taken. Kjartan came and burned their place down.
Kjartan got banished, but that didn't end well for
Ragnar.
That
burning was years later, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Because Tira they were all older at the time. But yeah, so she's going back to Wessex, I think, where she will be best kept with Beocca and Hild in a calm, completely man-free. She needs a man-free space where she's just safe, and he seems to really be
a warrior-free space. Beocca's still okay to be there.
Beocca is just the look he gave to her was quite something to me. It's like this wanting to completely protect her
Mhm.
because she'd been through so much junk. He was just wanting to save her. I mean, he
Mhm.
immediately went in front of her, and I was just like, wow. Beocca's such a cool dude.
Mhm.
I can't with Beocca because he's just too cool for me. And Hild didn't say much in this episode, but she
Mhm.
was slicing and dicing the people. Really?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was an awesome episode, as usual, and I wanted to see what was going to happen next. Gisela's probably pregnant. She was doing that hold my tummy business when Uhtred left,
Mhm.
which usually is a sign of something. So we'll see if this works out better for Uhtred
Yeah.
than his
Hasn't been.
previous baby experience, which was sad. All right. What do you say, Duke? All right.
Duke.
If you like our
Excuse me, but yeah, you're such a stage hog.
if you like our videos, please subscribe, and if you'd like to see some of our other Lost Kingdom reactions, check out our playlist. And until next time, bye.